Hello, my name is Marty Galin, and I'm here to talk about my life and some of the things that have happened probably in the last few years. I guess about a year ago, I started realizing that I got very tired and my legs didn't feel as powerful, and I seemed to lose my appetite slowly but surely. I couldn't eat anything. My doctor, Dr. Charmaine Locke, had said you are going to be facing kidney failure, and I think you better start getting ready to go on dialysis. I was so adamant about not going on dialysis. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was always so healthy in the entertainment business, and always traveling and going places and being a tour guide and an actor, and I said, no, I don't want to start kidney dialysis. I didn't have any idea what it was. Shortly after that, my friend said, can we have a meeting? And I said, I hope this isn't an intervention. And we had a meeting at a restaurant, and quite a few friends came out. And they didn't talk at first about the dialysis or anything like that. But then they said, it's really important that you have dialysis. If you don't, it could lead to serious repercussions and maybe dying. I shrugged it off. I thought, they're wrong. Maybe I'm sick, but I don't need dialysis. Well, I continued to get sicker and sicker. The weight was falling off me. And at one point I was 70 pounds down, very weak. And I went to see the doctor, and I was sitting in the lobby, and 6 doctors came out. And Dr. Locke, Charmaine Locke, said to me, she said, you're going right into the hospital now. I said, I got to go home and get my dog. She said, you don't have time to waste. You need to go into the hospital right now. I thought, this is crazy. I got to get my dog. I'm not ready to go. They said, no, you're checking in. At that point, they checked me into the hospital. My friend took care of my dog, and people watered the plants. I was there. They kept me there for 2 weeks. And then they started right away, believe it or not, administering dialysis that night when I went in. That's how serious it was. When you're that sick, you don't realize you're that sick. And I thought, it's not going to work. I'm not eating. I'm losing weight. I couldn't even drink water. So they kept saying, just give it time. And they did. They kept doing it. And like I said, they started right that night at midnight. They did it the next day. They did it for 2 weeks, almost every other day. And I was terrified. How do you go from being a healthy person to all of a sudden you're on dialysis? But the amazing thing was, everybody came and joined me while I was going through this dialysis session. You're terrified because there's needles going into your arm, and blood coming out, and blood going in, and water coming out. My legs were so swollen that I couldn't walk. But over time, it seemed to get better. And even though I didn't listen to my friends, I knew that there was no other way. There wasn't turning back. But a week ago, my doctor said to me, yeah, I have something to tell you. And I said, what? She said, you're a lot better, aren't you? And I said, yes. She said, you were going to die. I said, I was going to die? She said, yeah, you were dying. That's why I put you in the hospital like that, because I knew how sick you were. It's difficult to think about this when you think that you're at that point where you're going to die, and you think, really, maybe I should just die, and then you realize there's so much to live for. My life has changed greatly. I can walk a little bit better. Yes, I still walk with a walker. Being on dialysis, you have to watch certain foods that you eat. They're sugar, salt, fried foods. You have to eat really healthy. My life's changed, and this is a testimonial to people that, yes, listen to your doctor, go on dialysis. I was lucky. I had a doctor named Charmaine Locke, who wasn't just a doctor, but a friend. And I think to myself, how lucky I am. The nurses are wonderful. It isn't as awful as you think it is. You're there. You do sit for 4 hours, but you're in a comfortable chair and the nurses take care of you. And, you know, there's hope. There's always hope. My life has changed, maybe because people cared so much. But it's no good if people care and you don't care. You have to care yourself. You have to want to live, because otherwise you just fade away. Everything's changed. Yes, I don't go on big walks anymore. I use a stroller. And that was my biggest fear about using a stroller. But I can't believe I can walk a little bit, steps and steps, step by step. And my friend Julius, I said to him, it's pretty terrible. He said, you know what? It's all going to get better. I said, I don't think so, Julius. He said, yeah, it will. You'll see that what the effect of dialysis does, it takes the impurities out of your body and also some of the water. So what can I say? Is it a success story? I don't know. Is it a story about survival? I think it is. Is it about trying to enjoy each day that you have? Yes. Because we don't know when the day comes when we are saying goodbye. I don't think I was ready to say goodbye. I don't think when you think when you think you're going to live forever, we don't. But you want to make the best out of it and try and live each day as best you can. And I'm a lucky one because, you know what? Friends cared enough. And maybe down the road, there will be a chance of a kidney transplant. So there's lots to look forward to. And instead of the end, maybe this is a new beginning. Thank you.